Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Mets franchise. And today we're going to do something a little different. It's going to be an all minor leagues episode. We're going to get down to a game to AAA and AA before we continue on with the big league team. I wanted to see some of these guys down here that are playing really, really well. And we'll see. We were not going to really get into pitching. I think we're going to just get into mainly batting. That's it. There's going to be no pitching here at all today. Now, I would have loved to have seen Ryan Clifford. He's having a great season in AAA. Would have been a candidate to bring up in September. 25 home runs, 358 on base, slugging to 506, OPS at an 863. But he's got a torn calf. He tore his calf not that long ago. He's out probably the remainder of the rest of the season. But we'll have a chance next year, I think, to make the big league squad. Now, Owen Casey, a guy we acquired at a big-time trade, has a chance to come up this year as well. So I definitely want to see him. Jalen Palmer, he is having an excellent season down here. 314, 11 home runs. He's got a 951 OPS. He has been absolutely fantastic, really coming out of nowhere, having a fantastic season. You love when you see stories like that. A guy that you would think maybe could never be on a big league squad. And down here in AAA, he's killing it. JT Schwartz, we just brought up with Clifford going down, so we needed a first baseman. And same thing with Montez, he just came up as well. That's why he doesn't really have any stats at the moment. Now down in AA, Leon Pena, a draft pick, one of the only guys we signed last year, 20 home runs on the season. The average is not there, and we knew what we were getting into. He is more of a power guy. He's got to work on other stuff. But hey, we're seeing the power at least. That's always good to see. Giovanni Rodriguez on fire right now. He's looking pretty good. And Jeff Cuevas, take a look at this guy. 61 overall, A potential, but man, hitting 338 down here right now. 381 on base, 859 OPS. He is not committed an error yet this season as well, so the fielding is good. He is killing it. So that's why I wanted to see these games here near to the end of the season. We are having guys down here in AA having better seasons than I didn't even realize. I think I said a couple episodes, I just came down here to check for, sometimes you kind of just forget about some AA guys because they're years away. You occasionally look, and I went down there and I was like, man, wow. These guys are having a pretty good season. Hitting the ball well. Even Payne's hitting, low 200s still. The home runs is good to see. Pitching-wise, Charlie Soto, another candidate, obviously, to possibly come up in September. Now, he is only 19 years old. I think he has more of a chance to probably just make the team outright next year. We've seen Messick. We've seen Brown. We'll see. I think one of these guys will obviously September call up, so we're going to need roster spots for sure. So somebody's going to be called up here, but the pitching has just been fantastic as well. Blade Tidwell down here in AA, 2.60 ERA. McGill, Stewart, and obviously Derek Yeager, 3.1 ERA, 14-4 this year. Our pretty much top draft pick from a year ago, our second round guy, because we missed out obviously in the first round guy, but he has been performing very, very well. But let's go down to AAA here first. Get into this ball game here against the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, the AAA affiliate of the Philadelphia Phillies, and we're going to see their number one prospect here today, Andrew Painter. So there's a possibility he will be in their rotation next year, so that is a interesting thing. We'll get to face him here. As here comes Jalen Palmer. He swings through that changeup as Palmer, a guy that's come out of nowhere and has just performed outstanding. Chance to make the team maybe next year, maybe get a spring training invite if he continues the rest of the season like that. He's just going to be out there for out number one here in this first inning, but great to see the season he is having. As here comes Colin Houck, a guy that, was a top 10 type prospect. He has got a great arm, obviously a former quarterback in high school, and I'm hoping to see a little bit more at him. 244 average, not really what I want to see. But stuff like that, that's exactly what I want to see. I know it's an out, but just seeing the exit velo off of it, getting those advanced stats, I want to see that. Even if you're creating outs there, but man, your exit velo's in the range of 86 plus. I'll take that all day. We'll find a space for you because we know those hits will eventually come and the power will be there. So, like to see more of that. Is Owen Casey there with the base hit. Now Parada's going to come to the plate. He's up to 277, and somehow Painter just makes a fantastic play on that. Just barely hits it with his glove. Look at Parada there at first. He's like, you got to be kidding me. Should have been a base hit. It is not. So nothing for us in the first as Montez is going to come to the plate. Just got to call up to AAA. Hit the ball pretty well in AA. So obviously, got to give these guys a shot, right? The pitch hits this one. Good timing, good contact, but it's just going to die out there. A little bit tough for that slider up and in on the hands to really get much into it. So here it is, JT Schwartz, another guy in AA that was performing okay, but obviously with the injury to Ryan Clifford, gets his shot, and he's going to be hit by the pitch there. Clifford was just having a great season, and it was just unfortunate. You know, it happens with injuries. Because he was the guy. I think Owen Casey, I've always thought, was going to be the guy that gets called up in September, as Luke Ritter's going to swing and a miss for strike 3. But Clifford was the guy I was more than likely going to go to. And, I mean, just unfortunate. But chance to make the team next year. That is for sure. All right, Lara here to the plate. Pitch to him. Well, he gets a hold of this one. This one hit deep into left field. Big wall out there. It's going to be off the wall. That should be 2. And really in any other ballpark, probably in New York, that's a home run. Not here in these minor league ballparks. Just ridiculous how deep they are out there. And then the huge wall. It's crazy. But that's a double here to lead off this third inning. And here comes Jalen Palmer. There's no way we went there. No way. Yeah. Don't even think about it. Works the 2-3-2 count. Pitch. This one hit deep into right field. You know what? Lara probably going to be able to tag up here to go to third. At the track. He'll be on his way to third base. And there you go. Is that 347 down the line? All right, that's crazy. So probably the deep there, it's like 390. Easy. I'm just trying to get the dimensions of this field. As Houck, ground ball. Will they make the play? And they will to get him out. But he will get an RBI out of it. We'll get a run on the board here in the third inning. So, hey, we'll take it. Productive out. As let's go to the fifth. Still just a 1-0 game. Wilfredo Lara coming to the plate. Had the double. Just saw him score the run. And he'll take that down low. 8 stolen bases, so he's leading this AAA team. That is one thing we're definitely going to have to improve on in the offseason, as this one is ripped into the gap. Looks like he's going to have himself another double. And that's another reason why to get down in these minor league games more often than not. He's going for 3. Never mind the double. He's got a triple. So, hey, home run, single, shy of the cycle. Why not? Lara with the triple, his 4th of the season. Like I said, we got to improve, I think, on our speed. As Jalen Palmer rips this one to the gap, that's going to get down. That's going to get a run in. Double for Jalen Palmer in a 2-0 lead. So we got to improve on the speed. But also, I was just saying, this is why coming down to these games, and maybe, playing with guys that you never would. You never think about it, getting at bats with them. And sometimes you get comfortable with them. And ratings always don't matter a lot, as Colin Houck is killing the ball here right now. Another one over 100 exit velo. That's going to be in the gap. That's going to be 2. Palmer will score. 3-0 lead. We're hitting up Andrew Painter here right now. That is good to see. It's his 27th double of the season. But yeah, I would say rating sometimes is now Owen Casey. That should be down. That's a base hit. Oh, man, should have scored there. Why did he hold up at third base? What happened? As Painter is going to come out of this game now. And because of that, the run won't score. Man, that's terrible. Owen Casey should have had an RBI. But yeah, the rating, sometimes you'll have guys that are like 62, 63 overall. Just absolutely crushing it. Where you have a guy like a 75 overall down here. Absolutely struggling. So, just get into games with guys. And sometimes the way they stand, different stances, different things, you'll be able to click with some players, and some you just will not. JT Schwartz, we obviously clicked there. Absolutely blasted out of here. Man, that one was well hit. 110 off the bat. 453 feet. Man. And he's one of those guys, just the way the stance is, it just works out. It does. Now, I'm more of an open stance type of guy. Now, I don't know if there's too many closed stances nowadays, but I do like more of an open stance. And it just works out. That's how, when I played baseball, that's what I would do. More of an open, relaxed stance. And JT Schwartz just obliterated that ball. I mean, man. 453 nearly, 110 off the bat. Let's go to the ninth inning, though. It's a 5-3 lead, so at least we got a really good pitching performance, too. As Rylan Jordan's going to get this one. This one's going to get down. Going to be extra bases here with one down here in this ninth inning. Just trying to add a little bit more extra insurance for the victory. Now, obviously, playoffs, I don't really care. I said Rylan. Rowdy Jordan. To me, playoffs don't really matter down here in AAA. I just want to see guys perform. So, don't really worry about that. As here is Lara to the plate, and they're going to say he went for strike 3. Still, good game. 2 for 4, double, triple, couple of runs. As Jalen Palmer will come to the plate. He just 1 for 4 with that RBI double. Looking to knock in another run, as he will take this outside for a ball. Good batting average I saw really quickly with men in scoring position. 322 has another one here. We're going to send the man to the plate. Here comes the throw, not in time. And you have to send guys, I would say, all day here in the minors. Test them. See what you got. There you go, RBI, and we will finish off this game 6-4 with the victory. Fujinami is going to pick up the save. Did allow a run there in the ninth, but 6-4. And Jalen Palmer, love what I see. Love what I saw from Colin Houck. I mean, Casey, a couple of hits, and Wilfredo Lara, 2 for 4, our top stolen base guy, and then JT Schwartz with that absolute just bomb as Kranick gets the victory. So I like what I saw in AAA. That was good to see. Now we're going to go down to AA. Derek Yeager on the mound. I think he's going to be in AAA next year, and he might have a shot to make the bigs. Even if he is not in the rotation, just the stuff that he has. I mean, it's ridiculous. And we will, I believe, before the end of the AA season, get into a game with him as well. So here we go. Jeff Cuevas is going to start us off, and that is down for a base hit. This guy is just an absolute hit machine. I believe he was a free agent pickup this offseason. Just happened to see him there. Needed some roster depth. And there you go. A potential, and he's absolutely killing it. As now he's going to try to steal second base, and he's in there with the stolen base. So we might have found something here with Jeff Cuevas. Possibly have. I mean, no doubt, he's killing it right now in AA. So here is Giovanni Rodriguez to the plate. 269. And a little bit late on that, but that's going to get down for a base hit and more. Misplayed there and right. Cuevas is going to score easily. You know, not the fastest runners. Rodriguez will stay there at second base. So an RBI double here in this first inning. And here comes Leon Pena. 20 home runs. He's got plenty of power. Just got to work on everything else. Only hitting 231 down here. And he's going to take that pitch up high for a ball. Yeah, 4th round pick for us. We only had signed 3 guys. I mean, what did we sign? 3 or 4 guys last year. Yeah, that was just terrible. Swinging through that fastball, almost the same location. All right, 2-2. Didn't miss that one. Pena absolutely destroys the ball. And you know what? That might have won over the background. That I think it went over it. 462 feet, 111 off the bat. Wow, that was crushed. That's the thing. If you're going to hit like 230, 240, hey, that's okay. If you're going to have that type of power, this day and age in baseball, no big deal. Man, I want to see did this go over? This was got to be close. I think it did. I think it went over. That is crazy. Here is Stanley Consugra. He has been hitting the ball well as well. 327. And you know what? He gets jammed. And when things are working for you, when it rains, it pours. Not the greatest swing, but gets a base hit out of it. And the average is just going to continue to go up. Is Nick Morabito to the plate. Hitting 282. That's what I said. These guys down here just having great seasons. Really sneaky great seasons. Well, that one's absolutely blasted, and that one's out of the yard. All right, so we got a 5-0 lead already here in this first inning. That was 432. I mean, these aren't just, your average run-of-the-mill home runs. Now, I have noticed that lately in the game. You just never know with updates. Still on Hall of Fame hitting. So maybe after this game, I'd have to turn it up to like legend. But man, sometimes I've been at legend hitting. I will totally admit it. I'm just going to get annihilated. I'm not going to get anything. So if you've seen earlier, I would say games sometimes this year, and you've seen just absolutely nothing happen, 3 hits, that was probably when I tried legend hitting, and it just, for me, I still want to have fun at this game as we continue to just rake the ball in this game. Oh, this is going to be thrown out third base. Not the greatest decision, but a run will score. Still an RBI for Rodriguez, but man, I'll admit it. I don't care. Legend hitting, I got nothing. I am terrible, especially when it's timing based here. I'm not going to get anything. Now, pitching wise, I'm still on legend. Will always be on legend. To me, Hall of Fame's a tad bit too easy. As Leon Pena gets a hold of this one too, deep into center field it goes. And guess what? This one's going to get out of here. Second home run for Pena. 22nd of the season, and the runs just continue to pile on here in this game. It's 7-0 in the third, and there's nobody down in the third inning. Man, but Pena again. But right now, we're in Hall of Fame. Sliders pretty much default. The only thing I change is kind of the foul frequency. I just turn that down a little bit. And as this one's hit well, Consugra again. Just bloop it in there for a base hit, get that average, continue to go well. That's really it. That's all I really change in the sliders a tad bit. But oh man, Morabito had the home run earlier. Well, almost has another one to the gap. Consugra is going to score, and he is in there. 8-0. All right. The hits just keep coming. 17th double for him. As now Jacob Reamer comes to the plate. And, well, he rips that one. And that's just going to continue to roll. He'll get to second base with a double. 9-0 lead. Well, right now, this might be the best offensive performance I have put up in this game. It's only the third inning. There is still nobody down in the third. It looks like we're going to add more as Vargas hits this one. As that's going to be, scores Reamer. It's 10-0. Yep, 10-0 here in the third as we head now to the fourth inning. Somehow they got out of that third. I don't know how, but 10-0. Can Pena, through 4 innings, hit 3 home runs? How crazy would that be? It's not going to happen here. Ground ball over to short, out at first base. Man, that would have been crazy. A chance at like 5 home runs right now, the way it is. All right. Go to the fifth. Jacob Reamer. 0 for 4 last game with a couple of Ks. Well, he's already had a better game here. 1 for 2 with that double. Well, make it 2 for 3. And maybe another double. As this one's going to get to the gap. Runner from first is going to be all the way home. He will score. Add another one on the board. It's 11-0. 11-0. We're not stopping. As now it's 12-0. Still in the fifth. Cuevas gets a hold of this one. This one deep in the left. And this one's going to go. 2-run shot. 14-0. 40-40 watch. So they're saying he's kind of like a 40, stolen base home run threat. Interesting. But 14-0 lead. We got a 2-touchdown lead right now over the Yard Goats. Man. Everybody's hitting the ball. Everybody. As that is going to be a ground ball over to first base. And it's, oh, geez. Should be an easy out. Ends up being a E6 with the throw. And now Giovanni Rodriguez, 2 for 3 so far in this game. And make it 3 for 4. Down the line, probably extras. Jackson will stay there at third base. And they might run out of pitchers in this game. We might see a position player pitch here. I would not be surprised. So here comes Pena again. Rips this one. That will be out at first base. I'm surprised maybe he didn't go home there, just the way how hard it was hit. But that's another RBI. 15-0. And Stanley Consugra coming to the plate. 2 for 3. Couple of base hits. swings through that fastball. He's looking at his bat like, what happened? I thought I was on it. Just about a 900 OPS right now. 0-1. Well, rips this one. It's going to get... Oh, I thought it was going to get down for a hit, just the way it's working. But he is out, and that ends that inning. But we head to the 6th. Jacob Reamer gets a hold of this one, and it's going to carry out of here. Jacob Reamer. Solo shot, his 7th of the season. Wow. 17-0. All right, so we got a well, that's actually a 2-run shot, my bad. But that is a 2-touchdown field goal lead right now. 17-0. And it just continues. Vargas down the line. He's going to try for 2. Here comes the throw. Not in time and offline. So he has a double. As that's his 17th in the season. As Cuevas, guess what? Another hit. RBI, 18-0. This is crazy. Absolutely craziness right now. It's just, it doesn't matter. It's just hit after hit after hit. Rodriguez 3 for 4. And that's going to get through for a base hit. And a lot of these are just well-placed base hits. I mean, obviously we got a couple gappers and home runs. But Rodriguez, I mean, he's been hitting the oppo. I mean, he's just looking pretty good. As Ramirez has been the only guy not to get anything in this game until right there. 3-run shot. He was, 0 for 3, 0 for 4 coming into that bat. Gets his first home run here in Double-A. And it's a 3-run homer, and it's 21-0. A 3-touchdown lead. Insane. 21 runs on the board. Cuevas is 4 for 5. Just have himself a game. Well, make it 5 for 6, because that's going to get down for a base hit. So 5 for 6 in this game. I think Giovanni Rodriguez, who should be coming up here, is having just as good of a game. Yeah, he's 4 for 5 as well. 2 doubles, 2 singles, couple of RBI. Surprisingly, we don't have anybody trying to hit for the cycle here. Well, Rodriguez deep in the center. This one's going to leave the park. It's 23-2. I did see the Yard Goats score 2 runs. They did get 2 on the board, so they weren't shut out. At least they got something. But, yeah. 23 runs allowed, and maybe not done yet. Nope, just 1 down here in this 8th inning. Can we have a chance to get Rodriguez back up to the plate? He's a triple shy of the cycle. So that would be cool. As Consugra rips it up the middle. That's probably another run. Here comes the throw to third. We're going to have another guy gunned at third. We will. Bad base running, but hey. Doesn't really matter when it's 24-2. Doesn't matter. And we're going to pretty much get out of this game. And, well, bases loaded. And that'll do it. The final score, 24-2. What do we have? 28 hits? Goodness. The absolute most hits, 29 hits, most runs I've ever had right now. I mean, I can't remember the last time I scored over 20 runs. Giovanni Rodriguez, 6 of 7, 4 RBI. I mean, everybody but Jeremiah Jackson had a multi-hit game. I mean, that box score is ridiculous. Derek Yeager pitched 8 innings of great baseball. Well, that was fun. Tell you what, jeez. As we'll go back up to the bigs, we take the first 2 games here against the Nats. Let's see if we can go for the sweep, and we do. So we sweep the Nats. That's exactly what we want to see. Teams that we should be beating here at the end of the season to try to get into the playoffs. We get it there as we're going to be very close to September. Oh, man, look at that. 15. It looks like the offense is carried over. Mauricio home run. Max Fried pitched pretty well. And then a 6-5 victory. All right, we got a 3-game set here going to Detroit. Now they're 55-73. So we got to at least take 2 out of 3. I know it's baseball, but still, got to take at least 2 out of 3 here against Detroit. There's the 1 win. All right, 4 in a row. We'll take that 7-2 victory. We'll take game 2, 12-11. So that one was an interesting game. Looks like Nimmo had a couple doubles. Gleyber Torres and Mauricio with a home run apiece. And Minaya didn't last very well, but Johan Ramirez and Edwin Diaz close out the game just enough to get the victory. Looking for another sweep here on Sunday. Can Brandon Woodruff get the job done? And he cannot. Wasn't his fault, though. Pitched very, very well. Doesn't even get the loss. We lose 2-1. But at least we did what I wanted to do. Take 2 out of 3. Yeah, this time we kind of got shut down. He only got 5 hits. He pitched well. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned. And right now we're 8 games back of the division. I don't think that's in the cards for us this year. But we are right there. We are the second wild card team, tied with the Giants. Cubs and Diamondbacks behind us. Right now the Phillies, obviously, are 4 over us. So Philadelphia might have that wild card almost set up there. But I think next time we're going to stop it here because this is the game I want to get into. Jacob deGrom is 16-0. He has not lost yet this season. Facing a very good Rangers team. I think this is going to be one heck of a game to get into. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.